So since I began collecting the 6-inch line that became known as Marvel Legends 20 years ago now, one of my thrills has been buying things to accessorize the figures, make them a little more human when I pose them. Things like a fire extinguisher for the Thing to hold on the Human Torch, the a rabbit in a hat scaled for Doctor Strange to entertain Franklin Richards at the Avengers Christmas party, replete with the crew trying to lift Thor's hammer long before the movie ever came out, and other little fun stuff like that. But I had to wait until the accessories were quality enough to do the Avengers band, the Avengers house band, as well as some other figures to turn up. And finally, someone has produced the drum kit, the proper size to accommodate these guys. And at long last, maybe minus a couple of instruments because I haven't been wanting to spend the money on a piano. but but here they are. I don't know what their name is. I guess it's the Avengers House Band, and finally got this together. And the drum kits come in differing bass drum logos, designs. I'll show you that in a moment. There's a Pink Floyd one that's pretty cool. The guitars are from several sellers, I guess last year, maybe the year before. Apparently, these were a premium kind of collectible sold in Japanese grocery stores, which I guess are kind of like between like a 7-Eleven and a Woolworth, I suppose, is how they were described. And apparently over there they're kind of cheap, but over here they were a little more money. But they are exquisite. They're beautifully designed, and with strings and everything, they're really gorgeous. The stand-up bass is actually made of wood from England, very cheap apparently. I couldn't believe what I paid for it. I forgot what I paid for it. It wasn't a lot, and the resin aroma is just beautiful. It comes in its own case, in fact, too. I also bought a acoustic guitar, which was going to go with Rick Jones here, but he's joining the band. Somebody else needed to play rhythm guitar, and he was nominated. So, without further ado, this is the Avengers house band with Rick Jones on rhythm and the Beast on stand-up bass. Cap is playing lead on his custom Flying V with Stars and Stripe motif, and Natasha on lead vocals. Scarlet Witch is doing her thing on backup vocals, and I imagine in my mind that they have kind of a Fleetwood Mac thing going on, so they kind of alternate. With Thor on saxophone, Simon on bass, and of course, who's a faster drummer than Quicksilver? And I just loved it. Oh, and how could I forget Jan and Hank playing Keys Duel. So this is just so great, and the quality of everything is just exquisite and much cheaper than you'd expect. I mentioned this in another video, but these are the BBC mic stands, and they're raisable too, which is just amazing. They telescope out to you can lift them up. From the DID Palm Heroes, Winston Churchill comes with one of these, and I found a kind seller who was parting with two of these at a premium, unfortunately, but I've got them and the money's spent, and now I have them. That's all that's important for the time being. There was just no other way to get these. And a lot of microphone stands sold as 1/12 on eBay are not 1/12. They're more like scaled for 3 3/4 inch, which was the problem with the previous drum kits. You may have noticed one with brass highlights being sold like in a kind of like a clear plastic case. Yeah, those are for 3 3/4 figures. They are not 1/12 scale. Be warned, don't buy it. This is the one you want. And there's several different bass drum motifs, including Pink Floyd and some others, which are really nice. But yeah, so this is the band, and well, there may be a villains band. We're gonna have to look into that. But for the time being, whoop, shadows. This has been almost 20 years in the making. And they're finally here. I'm so thrilled. I don't even want to take it down. But I guess to do the villains band, I'm going to have to disassemble things or buy some, at least new guitars. Something a little more meaner looking. But we'll see. We'll see what goes. And just so much fun. So that's all for tonight. If I don't talk to you before then, have a very Merry Christmas and have fun with your toys.